Everybody loves a hero. And I'm a hero, so there it is.
Yeah, you know what happens to heroes in this outfit? They get blown away.
Blown Away is an excellent 1994 action movie that is a perfect combination of suspense, thrills, and special effects. Jeff Bridges stars as Lieutenant Jimmy Dove of the Boston Police Department. A veteran member of the bomb squad, Dove came to the United States decades earlier after fleeing Ireland. Born as Liam McGivney, he was a member of a Northern Ireland IRA cell. While he just believed in the cause, the group's leader, Ryan Garrity, played by Tommy Lee Jones, started making bombs and people were killed. Feeling guilt-stricken and wanting nothing to do with the killing, Liam decided to come to America, change his name, and pursue a police career helping to disarm bombs.
Tell me something. You like red wine or white wine?
I don't give a shit, just do something!
Red, me too. She loves me.
Why now?
She loves me.
The only person who knows about Jimmy's past is his uncle Max O'Bannon, played by Jeff Bridges' real-life father, Lloyd Bridges. A retired Boston police officer himself, Max encourages Jimmy to leave the bomb squad and enjoy his life.
Well, you should have taken my advice and stayed on as a beat cop like I did. A lot easier dodging bullets than bombs. You've done your penance.
Jimmy goes ahead and takes Max's advice and decides to leave the bomb squad and take a police job teaching new members his expertise in the field. He also marries Boston pop violinist Kate, played by actress Suzy Amis, and plans on a fresh start with her and her daughter Lizzie, played by Steffi Leinberg.
A word of advice now that you've retired from the field. If your married life gets a little too dull for your times and you start getting restless...
I don't know how that's really possible.
You tell, sweetheart.
Just think of your poor old stupid friends there defusing bombs. And then thank your lucky stars that you're home watching the telly with your lovely bride.
He soon meets his young, cocky replacement, Anthony Franklin, played by actor Forrest Whitaker.
God, I heard a lot about you. And I know you heard a lot about me. Enjoy your retirement, Lieutenant.
No, I plan to.
See you guys.
Jeez, not today.
Nothing to be alarmed about, folks. Probably just a tease.
When the team goes on a simple disarming job after attending Jimmy's wedding, things go horribly wrong, and one of the officers is killed. Soon, Dove realizes that the bomb was designed to specifically target the police.
The bastard. He bounced it.
Bounced. What are you saying? Did he try to do this? Did he plan for the kickback?
He was playing the bank shot. Look at the angle. Huh?
That he was trying to kill one of us. That's what you're saying.
As more bombs go off and more officers are killed, Jimmy realizes that Ryan Garrity has escaped from his Ireland prison and has come to Boston to seek revenge.
Fate's brought us together again. I've come to Boston, fine place for a Mick to lose himself, wouldn't you say? But what do I find? My old pal. On the telly.
God damn you, Garrity. Look what you've done.
I've come here to create a new country for you called chaos, and a new government called anarchy.
Jimmy relays all this information to his wife, feeling even more guilt about the fact that he had lied to her about his young past. He also tells Max about Garrity's escape.
He blames me for what happened. He's probably right.
What are you talking about? That bomb would have killed hundreds of people if it had blown in the middle of the marketplace like Garrity wanted it to.
That doesn't matter to Ryan.
Despite covering up his own past, he tells the other officers about Ryan Garrity in the hopes of stopping him before more of them die.
His name's Ryan Garrity. He broke out of Castleglade prison in Northern Ireland 14 months ago. It's the latest picture.
You mind telling me where you got this from?
Contacted Interpol. They made their own search and they came up with Garrity.
So why the hell's he after us?
In the meantime, the retired Max decides to investigate himself, and the cat-and-mouse thriller continues as the police try to dodge bombs specifically targeting each and every one of them.
But Garrity has taken lives, cops' lives. Not to mention the Irishman that he murdered when he busted out of Castle Glee.
Irishman.
Check it out, why don't you?
Jimmy makes it a personal mission to hunt Garrity down. This film was a box office hit, making over $52 million on a $28 million budget. This was MGM's best movie opening in a decade, and the studio had such confidence in the finished film that they delayed the movie from its original April '94 release date to the busy summertime, hoping it would be a surprise summer blockbuster hit.
Blown Away, rated R. Starts Friday, July 1st at theaters everywhere.
Blown Away suffered somewhat in part because it was released at the exact same time as the other 1994 bomb action thriller, Speed. Directed by Stephen Hopkins, actor Jeff Bridges was the very first choice to play the lead role of Lieutenant Jimmy Dove. Jeff Bridges was already 45 years old and had badly wanted to star in an action film like his father had done in the past. Ironically, he was considered for the lead role in Speed. Bridges worked with officers on the Boston bomb squad, including going on a call where a man had a bomb strapped to his wrist.
But can you imagine having that as a profession?
Can you imagine that? Isn't that something? These guys are really, really amazing. They look at it almost like a chess game for their lives, you know. And thank God we have these guys who are have that extra piece or are missing a piece or whatever that are able to do this, because they've saved lots and lots of lives.
This movie was dedicated to Officer Jeremiah J. Hurley of the Boston Bomb Squad, who was killed in 1991 when a suspicious package detonated. The explosions in this movie are massive. One of the climactic explosions was so powerful it actually shattered over 8,000 windows in East Boston during filming in September of 1993. Actor Stephen Ray, known for the IRA thriller The Crying Game, which also starred Forrest Whitaker, was considered for the role of Ryan Garrity. And actor Richard Harris was considered for the role of the retired police officer Max O'Bannon. Lloyd Bridges was required to audition for the role because the filmmakers had begun to associate him with comedy films. Lloyd Bridges does have what is probably the most memorable scene in the entire movie, but I can't show it because it would spoil too much for those who haven't seen the movie yet. But trust me, it is amazing.
Well, Lloyd, I'm very happy to be sitting across from you and seeing that the only thing you're wired for is sound.
Yeah, that's right. Tommy Lee did a good job on me.
The music in the movie is fantastic, and there are 2 songs by the band U2 that play during the film. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. And With or Without You. This movie did cause some confusion because just a year or 2 prior there was another film called Blown Away starring Corey Haim and Nicole Eggert where they hump like jackrabbits and there's murder and explosions.
Rip it.
Many a gullible person rented Blown Away expecting to see Jeff Bridges and Tommy Lee Jones only to see an erotic thriller.
How old are you?
I'm almost 18.
When, in a couple of years, what?
Yeah, well, I noticed you didn't ask me this before you fucked me.
But this movie has a lot of heart. The cast is wonderful, Jeff Bridges is fantastic as always, Tommy Lee Jones plays a crazy lunatic mad bomber very well, Lloyd Bridges is great, Forrest Whitaker is top-notch, and Suzy Amis plays the cute single mom wife of a policeman perfectly. With that type of cast, The music, the action, and the suspense, you have all the makings of a really great movie. In the decades since it's come out, and since the Boston Marathon attack, this film has perhaps found more of an audience than it had following its release back in the 1990s. I believe with Jeff Bridges' huge fan base with younger adults, especially after The Big Lebowski, Forrest Whitaker's popularity, as well as the subject matter which sadly is more relevant in the 21st century, this movie will likely continue to gain more of a following as time goes by. I'm tempted to give this 9 stars because there isn't much that I don't like about this film. Perhaps the ending could be a little bit better, I don't know, but overall, this is a fantastic film. I highly recommend Blown Away.